Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Majestic speaking with a huge special edition today of MechWarrior Online. Now as you can see right in front of you, we have the Bl-Knt Partisan. But that is not the surprise. Obviously everyone knows about the Resistance heroes at this point. What I'm coming to you guys today with is an announcement for my first piece of merchandise. My first piece of apparel for you guys in case you want to purchase them. Now this is a Monty Python themed channel, as you can tell from the intro that you see every single video that I put out. But now it's time to take that and apply it to one of my favorite games of all time, which is a flagship game on this channel, MechWarrior Online. So let's head over to exactly what this special announcement is for. Alrighty guys, here it is, the huge announcement for the channel. As you can see in front of you, we have the Bl-Knt, and we also have the Bl-Knt in a theme from Monty Python and the Holy Grail as the Bl-Knt with the actual boar's head from the Bl-Knt in Monty Python, and I decided that I wanted to make this piece of merchandise as the first piece of merchandise on this channel. I absolutely love Monty Python, and I absolutely love MechWarrior Online, and the fact that the Bl-Knt is in MechWarrior Online, I felt that it was only fitting for this to be the first piece that I put out there. So as you can see, we do have the quote, "'Tis but a scratch" going across the front. All of the limbs except for the last leg are still on this actual Bl-Knt, with the torso hard points still intact, as you can see. Most of the time they will be, you know, medium lasers or something like that. And the sparks flying out. So the sparks, I actually had them colored red. So you guys, we're sticking to the theme here. That's the whole point of this. And I am so excited to see that it came out exactly like this. And we do have to thank a certain someone for this actual graphical masterpiece, and that is my good friend Kara. I'll just leave it at her first name. Kara is very, very active in the MechWarrior Online community, and she is a graphic artist, and she created this unbelievable piece of artwork with Forest Colony in the background. So just like in the movie of Monty Python, where King Arthur rides up to the Bl-Knt, and they are in the forest setting, I figured it was only fitting to put the actual Bl-Knt of MechWarrior Online in the forest, so Forest Colony. So it just seemed to fit very well. An absolutely fantastic job on her part. So this is the graphical design that we're going to be placing on the actual t-shirts, how the t-shirts are actually going to look. So the t-shirts, once they are printed, if there is enough of you guys who actually want them, are going to look like this. We have the black version of it, so a black t-shirt with the graphic on there, and it is across the front, so it's very prominent what this is, especially if someone takes a quick look and really looks into this and sees exactly what it is, that it is in fact a Bl-Knt on Forest Colony with "'Tis but a scratch" there in that old English font, which I absolutely love. And then on the back, although it only says example right now, it is going to say Majestic. It's going to have, my name on the back there, so you know what channel this is representing, what it's from, and how the theme of the channel kind of ties into the graphic creation and presentation of this t-shirt. And I can't tell you how excited I am about this, to tie the two together, to finally make this happen. I've been thinking about it for quite some time, and with the Resistance hero launch and everything like that, and thinking about how I wanted to tie it all together, finally coming across a graphic artist who is not only very talented, but definitely represented me and my personality and how I like to be portrayed on this channel, just goofing around, having a good time, and tying between the two is absolutely fantastic. So I am super, super excited. This also comes with a white t-shirt option. So you have the white t-shirt here, same graphic and everything like that. As for the size and everything, I'm still going to work that out, make sure the resolution and everything is perfect. These are very, very high quality shirts that I'm printing them on. So If you do want one, definitely let me know. As for the back, it is in the black font, just for the contrast. You can see, obviously, the little bit of channel brand recognition will be there with Majestic being on the back and everything like that. But I'm really, really excited about this. As you can tell, you know, I'm a huge Monty Python fan, and I'm a huge MechWarrior Online fan, and tying the two together is just incredible. So I'm really, really excited to announce this launch of everything. If you guys would like to purchase it, depending on how many are ordered and how many people are actually interested, I want to take a tally first of how many people are actually interested in it. You know, if we can get between 50 and 100, you know, I'm thinking the price would probably be around $25 to $30, something like that. So I know that there are a lot of Monty Python fans and a lot of people who really do like, you know, the graphical representations of MechWarrior Online through memes and GIFs and you know, everything that's out there, really, that you can make out of MechWarrior Online. So I figured that this would be a cool opportunity to tie between the two. But that's going to do it for the announcement, the special announcement video. So again, if we just scroll back up, that is the graphic that's going to be placed on the front in that Old English font with the Bl-Knt, the red boar's head planted on that center torso. And, you know, keeping both sides of this representation alive. Between it being the Bl-Knt, both from Monty Python, MechWarrior Online, we have the medium laser hard points there, and then we also have the Bl-Knt from Monty Python's insignia on here with that boar's head. And I just think it came out fantastic. And placing it in Forest Colony with the red sparks flying out to represent the blood that you would normally see in the movie and everything like that, I'm just really excited about it. So if you guys would like to purchase one, or you're even interested in it, because I'm going to take a tally first of how many people are interested, and then I'll come out with a price. Obviously, the more that people that are interested in it, the cheaper the price will be. So I will leave a survey in the description. Please go to the survey and actually fill it out. Let me know how many you're interested in, if you're interested in them at all. And which option you would like. So there is the white versus black. You could choose your size and everything like that. So I just want to kind of get a count if anyone's interested, and if you are, how interested are you? I know I definitely want one for myself. So this is like absolutely perfect, and I'm so excited about it. I know that I'm going to be wearing it and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool how this all came out. And it's going to be printed on extremely high quality cotton in this t-shirt form. So I just want to get a little bit of a sense of how many people are interested, and if you are interested, you know, in what capacity are you interested, and how interested are you in it, and how interested the community is as a whole. So please pass this video around. I want to see how many people in total, whether you're a subscriber or just a visitor, whatever the case is. Tweet it, Facebook it, Instagram it, whatever you want to do, Snapchat it even. I don't really mind. But put it out there. I want to see how many people would actually be interested in this. And that's going to do it for the special edition announcement here for MechWarrior Online and this channel, which, as you can tell, I am super, super excited about. But not only is this a surprise, I did 2 rounds in the Partisan for you guys in a build that I came up with on my own. It definitely worked out there on the battlefield. It worked getting me up at least in the top 10 on the leaderboards for the event this over the past weekend and week and everything like that. So definitely check those out. They are coming up right after this is over. I want to thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys were a huge inspiration and really kind of pushed me to this point where I knew I wanted to give back more to the community and even present something like this for you guys to enjoy and wear out there, and, you know, for yourselves. So I want to thank you guys so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. I really do pride myself on having the best subscribers on YouTube, and that's going to do it for this announcement. But now let's pan over to the 2 rounds of gameplay, which I have set for you guys in the Partisan Resistance Hero. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Alrighty, guys, here we go. First round of gameplay is going to take place on Tourmaline Desert in our Bl-Knt Partisan. And as you can see, we have 6 medium lasers, an LB-10, and an SRM-6. Now, the whole theme here was to incorporate every single weapon hardpoint this mech has to offer. And right in front of us, we have this Timberwolf who's trying to get aggressive on our team because we are right now trying to get through Death Valley, and we have to get out of here almost immediately. I'm going to follow this catapult right up over the top and hopefully help him out, maybe share a little bit of armor as we target a couple opponents on the far side. Delta right there is a Marauder 3R. And that seems to be the target that everyone's focusing on right now, but we are clumped up in a pretty solid-looking death ball right now. Now, I know that we need to get over towards the side. We're going to help out as much as we can, at least for the time being, until they get distracted enough or back up enough for us to continue our push forward. Now, the Delta Marauder, this guy is out in the open, and he is getting targeted heavily by my entire team. Now, we're going to change targets real quick just because we have this Stormcrow who's now going across the open, and he is going to take the majority of the focus from my team now. A Lerm Stormcrow, and he's heading back all the way towards the far side near some of that natural terrain to get in cover from the rest of my team. Now, our team is spreading out just a little bit. We have this Wolfhound in front of us that a couple of us are targeting, and then a couple guys are staying back near Fox 8, Fox 7, that are trying to hold off the flank so that we can continue to keep putting some shots down without really having the risk of these guys poking into our backs. But now I'm going to turn around a little bit just to help out a little bit, amplifying the damage, getting these guys to move. We do have someone behind us up there on the ridge. Not exactly sure what's up there, but I do see some more PVC fire coming in, so we're just going to keep our back turned. We have our friendlies behind us that are covering us, and then we have a couple mechs that are even swinging around into Delta 6, trying to get a little bit of a flank on some of those guys that are over there. Now, we're going to keep our backs towards some of our friendlies that are right behind us because we cannot afford to get a double PPC shot in our back again, especially on that left torso, because that could crit out my left torso and really hinder us greatly. So now we're going to head over towards this crab, just trying to scoot across the battlefield as quickly as possible, focusing in a little bit on that Jenner just as we make our way towards some of the terrain to get into cover. But as you can see, we're hugging the wall a little bit just so that they don't get any sort of angle on us. We're going for this crab now. He is very badly hurt. Going for that torso. He does have an XL engine, and we do take him out. So that is a big kill. Secures a little bit of our flank. Now, our team is very spread out. It is 5-4 right now. But unless we start focusing up on our targets here, we might be in some trouble. 6-4 now, so half of us are dead, and 4 of them are dead. But man, do we need to focus up on some targets, make sure that we really pinpoint our accuracy down where we need it. This Battlemaster looks like he might be coming around the wall here, and that might give us a big opportunity. He does have a cord out back, and he does have some amber, some red there on the left torso. If we could get some good shots down, we might be able to take him out, but he does have some friends here. That Shadowcat's coming back, that Jenner's coming around the corner going toward us, and we get the Jenner down. Had no idea that he was that badly hurt, but we're able to take him out. So 1 for the good guys, 7-6 somehow, so we are in the lead at this point. Now this Battlemaster might have gotten a little too aggressive. We're going for those torsos, we're trying to get some damage down on him. This mech is so tanky, which allows it to get some extra face time, a couple extra shots down before needing to back up. This Shadowcat is going to push forward a little bit, and we're going to focus up on him as much as we possibly can. Hopefully our friendlies do not desert us, and they're going to keep firing in on us, but we do have a ton of armor to protect us, so we don't really have to worry too much. Now our friendlies are wrapping around. We have a light that is pursuing that Shadowcat, and I'm going to stay focused on this side of the wall. We have an Irby right here in front of us who has his back turned, has no idea whether we're there, and he gets taken out along with his other Irby friends. So 2 Irbies go down very quickly. It is 11-6, and all we have left is this guy right in front of us, this Marauder 3R. He might have been the same one from the beginning, and we get the kill to end the round. A huge round for the team. We were down 6-4 and got 8 straight kills to get the victory. So huge credit to the entire team for getting it together, focusing up on some targets, getting these kills, and ultimately getting the win. 3 kills, 6 assists, 795 damage, 2 KMDDs, and 6 components destroyed. A great first round of gameplay, especially on a very hot map. We did top the leaderboards here, which is awesome to see, and especially given this loadout, which is very heat intensive. I think that we did a pretty decent job, especially managing the heater, except for a couple overheats. And then we obviously did focus up on our opponents and get the kills to get the job done. But that's going to do it for the first round. Let's head into the mech lab and go through the rest of the details of this mech and the build. Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Mech Lab. We're going to go through the details on the build for the mech I have in front of me, the Resistance Hero Bl-Knt Partisan. Now you already saw from the first round of gameplay exactly what my custom loadout entails, but now we're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive into the overview, exactly what this mech has to offer, go through the details of why I placed what I did on this mech, go through the skill tree, go through the consumables, and then go through the second round of gameplay. So first and foremost, before we actually dive into the Mech Lab, again, the Resistance Heroes and the Partisan here, you know, they are only available for cold, hard cash. So if you do, you like the mech, you like the build, you like the style of play that this mech is built around, then go out and purchase it. But let's first go through the overview of what this mech has to offer. The most unique of all the Bl-Knt variants, strictly because of, check out that overview. 1 ballistic, 6 energy, 1 missile, 1 AMS, and 0 ECM. So as you guys know from the first round of gameplay, we already went through exactly what the custom build is on it. But now, again, we're diving into the details here. So there's the overview, just so that you guys can see what it has to offer from the get-go. Now diving into the loadout, you saw we had 6 medium lasers, we have an LB-10 and an SRM-6 with Artemis. Now, I did want to make sure I utilized every single hardpoint that this mech had to offer so that you can see if the uniqueness of this variant actually outweighs, you know, going out and purchasing it with that cash. So I wanted to give you guys a flavor of what it's able to do and what capacity it is able to perform out there on the battlefield and fill in all those hardpoints. How do they work together? How could this mech, that's usually an energy boat or a laser boat or however you like to boat your energy weapons, how can it be used out there on the battlefield with these 2 unique hardpoints in that left arm with the missile and the ballistic? So you saw the first round of gameplay. I really kind of like how this mech actually came out. So I really like the LB-10 in there and the SRM-6 for that splat damage. Then you can use the medium lasers, obviously with the duration and everything like that, to you know, target and draw it across components and stuff on opposing mechs, or focus on one particular hardpoint and use that entire duration maybe to crit or even sever off that particular component that you're targeting. Now, as for what we actually placed to fill out the rest of this thing, we do have an XL360 in there. So I wanted to go with a lighter engine. This thing is probably going to be a beast, even more so than it already is once light engines enter the game. You know, we're going to have to cut down, maybe turn this into a smaller, you know, ballistic hardpoint, maybe a smaller missile hardpoint, but at least we know that we can survive even if we do lose a torso out there on the battlefield. But right now we have the XL360 in there, 74.9, it's a glitch, it's really 75 out of 75 tons, 78 out of 78 slots. You could not fit anything else in this mech even if you tried. So the light engine, although it won't take up as many slots as the XL engine, it will still, you know, add back a little more weight in that capacity, so it's a trade-off in that capacity. But as for what else fills this thing up, we have 462 out of 462 armor. This thing is completely filled to the brim. It's a frontline mech, and really, you're getting a lot of face time, especially with these low-mounted hardpoints. The highest mounted hardpoint on this thing is this little tumor on the left shoulder, if you guys can see it, where that missile hardpoint is placed. But everything else is really around the waist, underneath the chest plate. So that you have to take that into consideration. There's a lot of face time to be had with this mech, but if you add the armor to it, it can really, really do some work up there on the front lines. 1.33 is the heat management ratio, 17 double heat sinks. We have 10 in the engine, 4 on top of the engine, and then 3 that I placed between each torso. So it's not only very heat efficient, but the heat dissipation is also very, very extreme. You have 17 inner sphere double heat sinks there. It'll definitely add up over time, and you can see it. Even when you're cycling through weapons, you'll find on heat neutral maps and cold maps especially, this thing really does have the capacity to perform in a fantastic fashion. So keep that in mind. Firepower, 53-point alpha with everything firing all at once, and again with the heat management and everything, obviously you can't sustain that for a, you know, half dozen alphas or anything like that, but you can certainly sustain it for probably around 3, I would say, maybe even 4, depending on if you, you know, pop a cool shot or anything like that to keep yourself in the fight. And then 77.8 kph, so 78 kph just about we're working with here. No jump jets, no ECM or anything like that, just a big engine, a ton of armor, and a lot of hard points. 6 energy, 1 ballistic, 1 missile, as we mentioned before. So that's the overview of the build. Let's check out the skill tree here and how we actually outfitted it. As you can see, very, very offensive. We filled out a lot of the generic quirks that are applicable across all of our weapon types. The only real specific ones that I went with are the LBX spread and the laser duration. So I have Artemis on my missiles, so I figured I'm not going to use the nodes on you know, the missile spread here, but you know, I am going to obviously use the LB spread. 1 ballistic versus 1 missile, I'd figure I would focus a little bit more on the ballistic hard point than the missiles. And then cycling over to here with the survival tree, the entire left half of the tree for the most part. I mean, I avoided the shock absorbance and the reinforced casing nodes, even though the armor nodes are over here. It would cost 4 nodes to fill this out. And then obviously on this side is more focused on armor hardening. This side is more focused on skeletal density. So I wanted to increase the armor that is already on this thing, and it's absolutely incredible. As you can see, for the mobility, filled out almost everything. Only a couple nodes for torso yaw, anchor turn, you know, left 1 off there. Speed tweak, did not use any speed tweak. Going 78 kph is perfectly fine for my standards, especially in a heavy that is built like this, a tanky, brawly kind of heavy. So I was more than fine to, you know, to do that kind of trade-off. So everything else that was filled out, so you have the anchor turn, you have the hard break, the kinetic burst, the torso speed, and everything. As for operations, improved gyros. I wanted to make sure that if this mech is on the front lines, which it will be, that we can reduce that cockpit shake as much as we possibly can from any enemy incoming PPCs, ballistics, or missile weapons. As for the last thing, on the auxiliary portion, we went with just 1 extra consumable slot. So, you know, we do have the 2 slots available in which we did place a Cool Shot 18 and an Advanced Airstrike. Now, I know some of you guys might not agree necessarily with this setup for your skill trees. Like, why, if you got all the way down here, why wouldn't you use Speed Tweak? Why wouldn't you, you know, cut off on the offensive quirks and stuff like that? It's just a matter of how you want to play it. So if you want to be more tanky and not have as much potency, then maybe you would cut down on some of these, fill out the rest of this tree, maybe fill out the rest of this tree as well so you can dip in and dip out of places easier and not have the firepower and constant sustainable DPS that I'm looking for, even cycling through my weapons. But that's just a matter of how you want to play it. So, you know, this was the first build that I came up with this mech. And I'm still messing with it even to this day, but the rounds that you're seeing is what actually put me on the leaderboard. So I figured I would at least showcase this to you guys. If I come up with another build that I think works and is a lot even better or equivalent in some capacity, I most certainly will share that with you guys. But this is what I wanted to go with, at least for now, just to get an initial impression here of what this mech has to offer with everything filled out. The skill tree filled out, the hard points filled out, and the mech filled out. We have all the tonnage and all the slots filled. This thing is ready for battle. More than battle, this thing is ready for war. And that's going to do it for the overview on this thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the first round of gameplay. But it's about that time that we head back out to the battlefield to take out the Bl-Knt Partisan Resistance hero one more time. Here we go. Alrighty guys, here we go. Second round of gameplay is going to take place on Frozen City. So we definitely have the heat in our favor on this map. And hopefully we can just group up, maybe get into more of a brawly position. We are playing skirmish, which gives us a great opportunity to really get some shots down on our opponents, face tank a little bit and help our team out, and then hopefully get the victory. And as you can see, we are focusing up in Echo 7 right now. Echo 7 probably push into Fox 7 if I had to guess. But over the comms, what they're saying right now is that they are pushing into Fox 7 towards Fox 8 even. And we're just going to keep our eyes peeled, maybe get some shots down. We have a summoner right in front of us, Alpha. We did get a shot down on him with the lasers and our LB-10, at least partially. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to stick with our team up front. We have a Scorch right here. We don't want to leave him by himself. We do have a couple mechs that are coming in behind us, a couple assaults as well. So we're going to just keep our attention moving forward. I know that if I push forward, at least I know that they have my back. So I don't mind tanking for the damage, but I do want to make sure that my team is also helping support. Now I'm going to peer right between these buildings here and just see if we can find any sort of movement between them. Now I do hear some shots going off, but nothing on the left side in the Echo 8. But right here in front of us, we do have Bravo, the Stormcrow, streak 6s, so we do need to be careful there. They will focus up on us and get down some serious damage if we FaceTime with that Stormcrow. Now focusing around the side here, we see a couple blips on the map, which means that we do have some targets that are probably focusing up right behind these buildings. Right in front of us, Delta here is an assault, this Direwolf. If we can get some shots down on him, that might be pretty big. He does have a friend all the way out here on the flank, though. That might be a better target for us, at least initially. And we're going to help out our Marauder 2C here. It is a Rifleman, and the Rifleman knows exactly where he is and that we are coming for him, so he is going to push back towards the rest of his team. Poking between these two buildings right now, we did get a shot down on the Rifleman, and he is going to return fire. He has an AC-20 and 5 medium lasers, so we do need to be careful there. Now, right in front of us, though, we do have this Battlemaster who looks like he's pushing towards some of his friendlies, maybe helping out on the flank, so we do need to be careful of him. And as he pushes around the corner, Foxtrot is actually making his way towards the side. I'm looking on the mini-map, and we have some help from our friendlies, and we're going to go in on this guy right now. He is in some serious trouble right now, focusing up on me, and I am just going to take the beating, go for that center torso. He is completely stripped and neutered, and we get the kill. So first kill there. Now turning around right behind us, we have that Direwolf from earlier. We're going to go for the kill shot on this guy, and finally he goes down as well. So we actually do get the double kill there on 2 assaults, that Battlemaster and the Direwolf. But I do have a very, very strong support group with me, and right now the name of the game for us is going to be to take the flank on these guys. So we're going to put some shots down on some of these mechs that are trying to hide behind the buildings, but they are not going to get very far. Trying to get out of the way from some of my friends who are trying to get some shots down as well. Going for that Rifleman, and he does get cored out, but we are able to take him out as well. 4-2 right now. Going to go for Bravo, get some shots down on that Stormcrow. That must be the Stormcrow from earlier. Now we did just activate that airstrike and put it on the corner of those buildings there, and we got a kill out of it. So we got the kill there, 5-4, focusing up on this Lerm Atlas, who's trying to focus up a little bit on us. He has a weak right torso. Hopefully my team can clean him up. Going for the corner shots there, but this Atlas is coming around again, trying to get out in the open. We take out that right torso, and if we could just focus up on that center torso, he will go down. Gonna go for that corner again. We are getting a couple Lerms coming in now, probably from one of the guys in the back there. And now this Atlas is coming face forward on us. We get the kill there. Now going for the Summoner really quickly. Another double kill. So we got 2 in the beginning and 2 now. We did suffer a little bit of an overheat, but it is now 7-4, focusing up on the corner. And we get another kill on that King Crab. That guy went down very quickly as well. So now we're gonna swing around the side, hopefully get some shots down on Juliet, this Lerm Mad Dog. He has a weak right torso, which obviously we're going to focus in on. He's trying to get some cord damage down on us. We have a cord center torso. We're going to keep pushing forward to core out that center torso. He's going to keep putting some damage into us, but our team is able to help us out and finally get the kill. It is 10-4. We have an opponent in front of us, and we have an opponent behind us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for the guy in front of us. The rest of my team is going to clean up that other guy behind us. He goes down. It's 11-4, going for that final kill, and I do unfortunately overheat. He's gonna brawl with one of my friendlies over here who can hopefully clean him up. Unless he is unable to, we're gonna get another shot down at him and get the final kill. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe how many kills just happened this round in the Bl-Knt Partisan. Holy cow, this mech tanked and blew some shit up. 8 kills, 3 assists, 3 KMDDs, just over 1,000 damage, 1,003 damage, and 15 components destroyed. An absolutely incredible round out of the Partisan. A very, very special round of gameplay for a very, very special mech. and most importantly, a very, very special video overall. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. That was extremely intense and escalated very, very quickly, secured a lot of kills, but we had a ton of damage to back it up, and that was the name of the game. Huge effort from the entire team. Man, did they help me out in the beginning in securing that flank so that we could push in on the guys that were a little bit on the downslope, which allowed us to focus up on these guys and shoot down on them. We had the high ground, and that was ultimately the demise for the opposing team, allowing us to secure the kills and then secure the victory. So a huge round of gameplay and a lot of great teamwork. That is the reason, not just the solo effort, but the teamwork that was involved. A lot of communication, focusing up, calling out targets, and really pinpointing our shots to get these guys down. So a great game, a great episode of MechWarrior Online. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, check out the links in the description. I will also have the Smurfy link in the description, as well as the Survey Monkey, in case you guys are interested in the shirts that are being made. I really hope that you guys support this, because it is, again, my first endeavor into merchandise and drawing the two things that make this channel what it is, which is obviously a great flagship game like MechWarrior Online and the Monty Python-esque theme that I'm constantly striving to achieve. Going for the little bit of comedy there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for supporting this channel. We are past 4,000 subscribers now, and to me that is absolutely huge, and I have you guys to thank for it. So thank you guys so much again. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Take care, guys.